Welcome back to the In-Home Senior Care YouTube channel. My name is Vitaly, and I want to talk to you today about this topic. So the last thing families expect when they're searching for help online is that the information that they provide to someone is going to be sold. So today I'm talking about A Place for Mom, which is a resource or a website that purports to help families find senior care, find housing, find facilities, find home care. And so what I wanted to do today is just share with you a little bit just so you better understand how that company functions and what it does and what you should know before you go ahead and provide them all your information. So today's video is for adult children who are looking for senior care options and who are trying to figure out what the options are. Especially families that are in crisis mode after they've, maybe there's a diagnosis, maybe there's been a fall and, fracture, surgery, rehab, and so there's time pressures, and so it's causing kind of to try to figure out, okay, what are the resources, where do we need to go? And anyone just generally Googling senior care near me. So you're going to get local companies, local agencies that populate those searches, but you're also going to get A Place for Mom is one of those options that will be in there. So just so you understand, it's not a government resource, it's not a nonprofit. It's really a for-profit referral and lead generation company. And so senior care providers like us can pay to receive leads from A Place for Mom. And so generally how it works is buildings that are listed with A Place for Mom will pay a referral fee when you choose that building after you talk to A Place for Mom. And so you don't pay a fee to talk to them and to share information with them. But here's what I want to caution you about, and this is something that we've experienced and that we hear from those that we end up talking with. So we as a provider for a number of years have worked with A Place for Mom and would receive their leads. And we were told that they would go out to maybe 3, maybe 4 agencies. And so those agencies then would go ahead and reach out to that person, whoever inquired, and share the information about the need that they have. And then the agencies would connect with them. So lately, especially in the last year for sure, what we're hearing is those families are being called by as many as 10 providers. And so that information is going out there, and your information that you've provided to them is ending up on multiple sales lists. And so what usually happens is then you get hounded by phone calls from providers in your area that are all trying really hard to sell you on their services. And so I wanted to just shoot this video today to help you better understand what it is that you're doing and what they actually do and how they function, so that you understand that they have advisors who will talk with you and listen to you and take down your information. And then they will tell you, we will have a provider, we'll match a provider for you, they'll reach out to you. But in reality, that information is then being emailed out to multiple agencies who are now going to be chasing after you to get in front of you. So again, just kind of buyer beware that that's what this is. So, what I want to caution you about is just understanding if that is what you're hoping to get, that's what you're going to get. But if it's not, if you don't want your phone to blow up, if you don't want to be, put on multiple marketing lists, you may want to think twice about doing that and maybe doing more of a local search, or maybe going through a trusted social worker. So let's say your loved ones may be at a hospital or a rehab. They will have a social work department there that you could kind of ask and try and find out. Even Googling, look at your local listings. Number one, I would look at providers who have high reviews, like 4.5 above, or that have lots of them that have been in business for a while. Most of these companies will actually provide a no cost, no obligation consultation visit to come and talk with you and help you better figure out whether our services are a good fit for you. So, so that's just something I wanted to share. So the the smaller relationship, the smaller provider in the community is usually going to be a better fit because they will cater better to your specific need versus a company that's too big. And in this case, with A Place for Mom, not just that piece of it, but you will be overwhelmed with the number of responses that you get. So it is something that we've had many conversations with callers who we end up talking with who report this and who say they wish they would have better understood what the process was and the fact that their information is being disseminated that way. So again, local providers are going to be your better bet because you're going to deal with somebody in your own community. I would even ask questions like, do you have an office in the community? Is there business hours? Can I actually stop by, be able to meet with your staff? Most of the time, we don't have people come in to our office. Most of the time, we're actually going out and visiting in a client's home. But it's a good question to ask because if you ever wanted to or needed to, is there an actual office in your community that you could stop in and visit and see who's there? But otherwise, ask hospitals, churches, ask trusted professionals that you have access to, as well as just ask your friends. So word of mouth is a very powerful tool because our business model is such a high trust model that it does it pays to do that. I think to make sure that you get a trusted referral, I would say ask specifically up front if you're talking to someone that's sort of a referral service, is that, do you sell my information? I think that's mostly it. Feel free to leave comments, and if you have topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to do that because we'd love to share information and to help you on this journey. But thank you again for coming along and for being a part of our journey here at In-Home Senior Care as we intend to help seniors age with dignity and grace in their own homes and be able to just provide you helpful information about just the landscape and what things are and what's available and how things are out there. So again, you can visit our website, leave a comment here, subscribe if you'd like, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.